Welcome back to another video here on the Co-op channel. Today we're going to be drinking Basil Hayden Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I've had this on my shelf for about a year now, probably a little bit longer than that. But this is going to be the very first time I'm actually going to try this whiskey neat. I've actually had it before in a cocktail, and it was one of the best cocktails I've ever had. It was actually in an old-fashioned made by one of my favorite bartenders, and she did an amazing job, and hopefully this stuff tastes good as well. So let's crack it open and see what it tastes like. So here it is in the glass, and yes, it is a very lightly colored bourbon for sure, but I do not know the age of this bottling, if it's a younger or what's the age range that they typically blend in. But yeah, let's go in for a nose and see what it smells like. I'm getting like a hint of rye almost on it. I wonder if it's a high rye at all. Get that sweetness, caramel, honey, vanilla. It has a classic, almost bourbon on there, but it has like a back end of rye almost. Oh yeah. It smells pretty good, classic. I like that butterscotch on there. I'm getting a little hint of like peanuts, almost like a nutty almost. I don't know if it's just me or what. Yeah, just a great nose for a bourbon. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that rye in the back end, and I'm definitely getting like a slight hint of nut. Alright, so let's go in for a taste. Oh yeah, there's definitely some rye in there for sure. It's right up there on the palate for sure with that rye. It's very light whiskey for sure. Like it's doesn't really coat the palate very well, but it's very light and I also want to say thin. It's probably because I know this is a lower proof bourbon, but let me check what it is. Oh yeah, it's 80 proof, so just at the bare minimum. Not very many oils in there, but you can tell that they're coating your tongue, but just not as much as I expect. Not very offensive at all. It's very easy drinking, but it has that nice spice on there from that rye. I can tell why it did really well in an old fashioned because of that rye on there. Hold up, I'm actually going to Google real quick and see if I can find the mash bill for this. So after a quick Google search, I just found a mash bill, and it is saying it's 63% corn, 27% rye, and 10% malted barley. So yes, this is kind of like a higher rye of a bourbon for sure, but it definitely sticks out and I really like it. After letting it sit for a little bit while I was Googling that real quick, I'm getting like a little more of a sweetness on there. And definitely a little bit more nut, like a toasted nut almost. Yeah, a very nice example for sure. If I'm looking to get someone into rye or give them an introduction to rye, before actually going right to a rye that's 51%, I would probably start them off with Basil Hayden. Just to kind of like slowly ease them into it and not just give them full-blown rye that's a lot of spice, a lot of going on. This is very nice and tame. Definitely enjoying this pour. This is actually very nice, very great introduction to get someone kind of get their tiptoes, kind of put their toe in the water to try rye. But very light, which I like. But I wonder what it tastes like if it's a little higher proof, maybe a barrel strength, or possibly with an age statement, something a little bit older, see what that barrel can impact on this. And I understand that Basil Hayden does have a lot of other offerings on their line, so I may be picking that up and see what they got. But yeah, very interesting. But then very nice classic bourbon with a nice back end of rye on there. So thanks again for watching, guys. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. May the best day of your past, may the worst of your future. Cheers, guys.